Right, hello guys, watching Go Doctor, and today we're going to do 5 favourite classic Doctor Who stories. We've ranked a load of classic Doctor Who stories in the past on my channel, and if you haven't already, I suggest you check them out. Their reviews, they're on the channel, check them out. But yeah, without further ado, let's check out my 5 favourite classic Doctor Who stories. And yeah, we might as well get started. So, at 5th place, we have Robot, Tom Baker's first story. Really enjoy it. There's obviously loads of classic Doctor Who stories I haven't seen yet, but I've seen majority of the main ones. But there's so much I haven't seen in Classic Who. But yeah, Robot, really strong start to Tom Baker's era. Really enjoy it. It's a fun one. It's an uplifting one. We've got Unit. We've got the Robot. We've got Tom Baker's performance in learning his characteristics, and Sarah Jane. And Sarah Jane working on her own as well. I really enjoy the story. It's uplifting. It feels very modern as well for its times, and it feels like a Jon Pertwee story as well, which is the Third Doctor, my favourite Doctor's story. So Tom Baker in that setting, just really enjoy it. So yeah, it's got to be on the list for me. At 4th place we have Three Doctors. I love a good multi-Doctor story, and the multi-Doctor in this is incredible. I really enjoy it. There's like so much towards it. We've got the First Doctor giving references and words to the Second and Third Doctor. We've got the Second Doctor meeting the Third Doctor in the dynamic of, "We've stopped playing with that flute," you know, and the Omega as well. He's very much, he's very pompous. He's on his own level of the antimatter. He's been there for so long. He's turned into antimatter and creating his own world and his own structure and trying to escape the antimatter universe is such a brilliant idea. And learning more about the Time Lord history in the past and how wronged he was. And you kind of feel sorry for him, but also he's very much a dangerous person that needs to stay in his little prison, because if he escapes, he could cause a lot of problems. So the Doctor has to stay with him in the antimatter universe, but they get tricked. We also get the Brigadier dealing with the Second Doctor and the Third Doctor, and that dynamic, loving it. The Unit soldiers as well, shooting down these blobby, basically bubble wrap red things. Fair enough. And Unit HQ getting taken. Yeah, there's so many plays of words with this. And the TARDIS as well, we get some brilliant scenes in there. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff. And the Time Lords play a little vital role as well, you could say. So yeah, strong story, strong start, a multi-Doctor story that is definitely played safe in my eyes, but really enjoyed it nonetheless, and why it's one of my favourite Doctor Who stories. At 3rd place is Survival, and yes, I put Survival over Remembrance of the Daleks and Power of the Daleks and stuff like that. I just really enjoyed Survival. I didn't enjoy it the first time round, I have to admit, but watching it a second time round, really enjoying it. Ace, and learning about her friends and her family and where she lives and stuff like that. And then we've also got these other people, and the Cheetah people are interesting as well, and Ace having a connection with them. But we also get the 7th Doctor, and the 7th Doctor versus the Master is a lovely dynamic, and we get to see the Master and him turning as well, which is interesting, a weird way to play on it. And yeah, it's a strong story, and it's the last classic Doctor Who story, proper one anyway, nonetheless the TV movie as well. But yeah, really enjoyed Survival. It's a strong story, and I'm glad I put it on the list. 2nd place is Genesis of the Daleks. Specifically, yeah, wow, it's mind-blowing. It feels so new. It's not dragging as well. It's ba-bum, 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 ba-bum. There's that rhythm there of the Daleks, and then not actually saying exterminate towards the end. I think they may have said it, but yeah, they didn't actually say exterminate then. And you got Davros as well with the experiments, and him working with the Thals and the Thors or whatever, you know, them 2 races. And then you've got the mutated people that are left in between, and we get Sarah Jane interacting with the others, and Tom Baker interacting with the other side, and there's so many, you explore the areas really in depth, but you also, it feels enjoyable, and entertainment, and Harry's working as well, and it's brilliant. Then Sarah Jane's dynamic is brilliant as well, and Tom Baker's performance incredible, and the escape routes and the trappedness, it's brilliant, and the Daleks are quite menacing and on point and creepy and omniscient, and Davros' performance, brilliant. So yeah, really enjoyed this story, and it's got to be on the list, and it should be at first place, you may say. I may say different. At first place we have The Five Doctors, the most rewatched story I've ever watched of Doctor Who, of the classic era. I love it. It's got everything. It's got Daleks, it's got Cybermen, it's got Time Lords, it's got Master. Yeah, it's got the Third Doctor fighting the Cybermen. We've got Sarah Jane and the Third Doctor again. We've got the Brigadier and the Second Doctor and the Yeti. And then you've also got the Time Lords trying to persuade the Master to do stuff. The Master backstabbing. You've got Time Lords and Master, and it's just ba-bam, ba-bam, ba-bam. Yet again, you've got cameos of K9, you've got Tegan and Susan, and the First Doctor, who's not really a First Doctor, but oh well, and you've got the mind control of with the Fifth Doctor, and the Rassilon collusion, and the President actually being the villain, and taking over and playing with stuff and taking them out of time. The Fourth Doctor getting trapped. You know, there's so much going on. There's so much with the Death Zone and Gallifrey explored a bit more, and it's brilliant. And it's one of my favourite, if not the best, multi-Doctor stories of all time. And it's how you do a special, and it's how you celebrate Doctor Who, and it is brilliant. And hats off to the best classic Doctor Who story in my eyes. And even though I haven't seen much of the classic era, I've only saw the main episodes like 10th Planet, the First Doctor's first story, the first Dalek story. Then you've got Peril of the Daleks, and then you've got a lot of John Pertwee I've seen, and you've also got Genesis and a few of the Tom Bakers I've seen, 4 or 5 of Tom Baker. Then you've got Pete Davison, I've seen Inferno and stuff like that with him, and then you've got Colin Baker's Trial of the Time Lord, I really enjoy that, and the Two Doctors. And then you've got Survival, Remembrance with the Third Doctor, and yeah, I've seen a lot. They're all the ones I've seen, and probably seen a few more than that. But these are the ones I've enjoyed the most, and they're on the list for a reason. So let me know your list down below. What's your favourite classic Doctor Who story? Or what's your 5 favourite? Or what's your worst? Put them down in the comments. I want to know about it. I want to talk about it. Give this video a thumbs up. Get the little bell. Subscribe, because we're trying to get to the channel goal. It'd be amazing if you could help us get there. And I'll see you guys for another video that you've seen on the channel. Have a nice day.